Welcome, all you engineering bards. Today is the first lesson of the guitar. And that right there was the Bye Bye Love by Everly Brothers. And if you guys thought that was Everly Brothers, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Okay, first of all, we're going to set you off right. We're going to talk about the parts of the guitar. This is the body of the guitar. This is the sound hole. Okay, this is the pick guard. This is to prevent you from scratching the heck out of it. And these are strings. These are the lowest string is the E. This is E. And in between the strings are frets. So there's a way of hitting the fret. And these frets are hit. When you hit a fret, you don't hit it in the center. Hit it right before the hit it right before to hit the most contact. These are the nuts, and these are the tuning thing, the tuning nuts. This is where you tune your guitar. You tune your guitar quite frequently to make sure it's in tune. Okay. So the guitar is how you want to hold your pick. You want to get a pick like this, get a thin pick. Make sure you hold it on to it pretty tight, because this has quite a bit of tension. So when I learned how to play the acoustic guitar, sometimes I would fumble and it would go into the sound hole and I'd be tapping it back and forth. If that happens to you, that's common. Just kind of slinging around. Eventually the pick will pop out. So that's pretty common. And we're going to start today. Basically, we're going to go real slow, and we're going to talk about some chords. We're going to talk about the suggested positioning of 3 chords right now. We're going to learn the G chord, the C chord, and the D chord. And that song right there is a 3-chord song, which hopefully you guys will learn it. I know it's a little fast, but we're going to take it slow. So you want to put your fingers on suggested on tab. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, your thumb, we don't use your thumb. I know there's some weird country players that put their thumb up like this. That's because that's how they learned it. We're not going to learn a lot like that. You want to get your thumb down. Mostly, you'll see my thumb will probably pop up every once in a while. That's because maybe I've been playing it wrong. But anyways, the G chord has this finger, number 2. This is everything's going to be written down. The 2 right here on the first string, 3rd fret, and then it's the 2nd string. You put the pointer finger on this right here, on the 2nd string, and then you want to put your pinky on the 3rd string of the E string, and then you want to put it on you want to put this finger right here. This is an alternative finger. This is how you it's called a G alternative open. And you want to put the ring finger, I guess, onto the 3rd of the 2nd string. As you play it, as you hit down, you want to hit all the strings. So it rings out. Okay? It's a nice little ring. Kind of let it just ring. Okay? The next, so memorize that. Everyone memorize that tone. That's a G, open G chord. And that is what it's called. And best to kind of just put your fingers on it and just hear that chord. Because you want to get an ear. My ear is okay. My ear's not the best, but if you guys are new and you can hear that tone, you can memorize that tone, then you'll be a lot better guitar player. Next, we're going to talk about is the D chord. The D chord is by putting the first finger on the third string, second fret, and then you want to put how I do it. There's many alternative ways though. Then you want to put the ring finger on the last second string, third fret, and then you want to put the middle finger on the E string, second fret. So now, and then this, you don't hit these strings. These strings are the bass strings. You don't hit these strings. You hit just 4 strings. And this is a suspended. Okay? There's an alternative way. Sometimes you could just bar both of it. That's the same thing. That's a little bit more advanced. We'll go back to the other stuff. Okay? I sometimes put in a suspended. We'll learn that. That kind of gets that kind of like, what the heck is that? Next is the C chord. And I know some of your hands are going to be kind of like, oh, this is weird. This is so strange. My fingers can't move like that. It takes called a muscle memory. So it definitely takes time. It takes a little bit of time. You put your ring finger on the 5th string, and it's on the 3rd fret. Then you put the 2nd string on this fret right here. This 2nd string here. So that's my middle finger on the 4th string, I think. 2nd fret, and then you put your pointer finger on the 2nd string, this fret. Okay? And you don't hit the top string, you only hit these strings. If you hit the top string, that's okay, it's not gonna hurt anything. Okay? Now, those are the 3 chords you have to memorize. I know. All of this you have to memorize. That's just the way it is. Memorization is part of the game. In fact, you have to memorize a lot in music. More than you would like to care for. Now, another thing you have to memorize is the strings of the guitar. This is the last thing I'm going to say before we sort of make it quick. So you got your 3 chords where you can play around with. And then, so let's go ahead and do the strings. It's E string, B string, the sexy G string, D string, A string, and E string. Okay? These 4 strings are the treble strings. These 2 strings on the top are called the bass strings. How we play the guitar is so basically, so learn these strings, these strings. I usually have a mnemonic. I usually call it like every bunny gets drunk at Easter, or you could say every boy gets dumped at Easter, or whatever you want to do to kind of memorize your strings, whichever way it helps you to learn this stuff. And I hope that will give you enough information to play around. When you play around, when you play your chords, go ahead and just downstroke. Just downstroke. You don't need to time it. Just, and then keep this hand steady. And then change. Try to do this. G. Just kind of mess around. Just go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's all you want to do. You're going to be, I know some of you guys are going to be like this. Whatever you do, don't stop this hand. Just kind of 3, 4, try to find it. Kind of look for it. I'm looking for it. Oh, it's hard to look for. We'll keep this going. keep it going, and then do that. And then kind of open it up, just let it go, let it go. Just, I know it sounds weird, but keep this hand going. And that's it. Okay, I'll see you on the next lesson, and take care. Bye-bye now.